Hello everybody, my name is Arith, and today I have a quick how-to video on how to beat the Cur of Vengeance and Tirnoch as a full spec warrior in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. So the reason I'm combining the two videos into one is because they were both pretty short and I didn't want to do one really quick video. So in the description below I'm going to have what times the different boss fights start to easily navigate to the boss fight that you want to watch. Okay, so let's get right into it. The footage in the background at the moment is of the Cur of Vengeance. This was the only boss that actually posed some trouble for me, because it took me about 5 or 6 tries to get it down, because I only had a few health pots, and I kept dying to stupid crap like standing there and eating attacks, not dodging and not blocking them. You're going to need a lot of health potions. Depending on your level, I recommend using minor health potions, as they are extremely cheap to make and very cheap to buy. I recommend going to alchemy vendors around the world and buying these pots, because they stock up to 20 or 30 of them depending on the actual vendor, making it extremely easy to obtain for a modest amount of gold. As with any potions, health potions are spammable. So if you're stocked up on minor potions and get to say half health, use the R key and this will bring you back up to full by using a potion. This significantly decreases the chance that you're going to die. As the fight kicks off, start laying into the boss until the first wave of Tuatha troops come in. And focus your attention on them completely and ignore the boss. Let your companions attack him, and with any luck, he will stick to them. Take out the Tuatha as quick as possible and start building up your fate meter, because you're going to need to use Reckoning to burn the boss. Soon after the fight starts, a second wave of monsters will spawn, and they are the Niskaru, and will continue to spawn in packs of 2 or more, so continue to kill them until your fate meter is full. Once full, finish off the remaining monsters as quick as possible so you can get some time to focus on the boss. As soon as you have cleared out all the remaining monsters, get to the boss. If you have a potion that increases damage done, take it, and as soon as that's done, pop Reckoning, and hopefully you will kill him before the Reckoning timer runs out. If not, just rinse and repeat and you should get it, no worries. And now we have Tirnoch, who is the last boss in the game, and I have to say it is pretty damn disappointing, because this fight is easy to beat and only took me 2 attempts to beat it, and in the first one I had to load a save game because the damn camera bugged out and I couldn't see anything, and this is a real problem with this game. I mean, it sucks. It really sucks when it doesn't work properly. It can restrict your view, make it hard to beat enemies in combat, hard to judge distance between enemies, and has a tendency to bug out. And you can't adjust the distance at which you view your character, but hopefully this and the bugs that I mentioned get fixed. As with the Cur of Vengeance, you're going to need a lot of health potions, and again, depending on your level, I recommend using minor health potions, as they are extremely cheap to make and cheap to buy. I suggest you go to the alchemy vendors around the world and stock up on them. As the fight starts, she will start pulling splinters of fate from you. These will start to attack you almost immediately. She will also attempt to smash her head down onto your position, and as this happens, time will slow down, making your actions and movement speed seem to be going in slow motion. As soon as you see this happen, try and use the dodge ability, or any other spell that will move you away from where you currently are standing. You may want to try and look up if you have enough time to see which way she is coming down from, so you can avoid moving into her attack path. Sometimes it can be hard to see which direction the attacks are going to be coming from and where they're going to land, so always try your best to move out of the way as quickly as you can. Depending on what her health is, she will summon anywhere between 1 and 4 splinters of fate, and you need to kill them as quickly as possible. And there are 2 reasons for this. 1, so they can't damage you, and 2, because when they die, they're going to fill 1/3 of your fate bar, and you need to use this to unleash Reckoning. when the bar is at full. Destroying crystals also generates a small amount of fate. You'll probably notice that you can't attack her at all. The reason for this is that you need to have a full fate meter and use Reckoning. This will fire a bolt of fate energy at the dragon, knocking her to the ground and making her vulnerable to attack. You really want to be careful when you use Reckoning, because if you use it at the same time that she is doing an attack or using an ability, it will bug out and won't hit her at all. Once she is vulnerable, unload a full wave of attacks on her, and this should trigger a small cutscene and start phase 2. In phase 2, continue to build up your fate meter until full by killing splinters of fate and crystals. Then use Reckoning to bring her down so you can attack her. Things will start ramping up as she gets lower health. She will start to hit you if you get too close to her, so try and avoid this if you can. She will also start firing 2 or more crystals at you, and they can be very hard to see, so as soon as you see one heading towards you, start dodging them until she stops firing them at you. Another attack she will do is place fire patches on the ground that will have a beam in the location where they are going to spawn, and are really easy to spot, so just don't stand on them, stand between them. But also take note that this can happen when you're fighting adds as well, so be really mindful of this and always try and dodge them. Continue to take out the splinters of fate and use Reckoning as soon as you can. And when she is close to dying, a cutscene event will be ready to be triggered. And you want to run to her just underneath her head until the symbol turns green. Now the symbol is going to be of your action or use object key. The default key for this is F. And mash the key that comes up on the screen. And this will finally kill her, finishing the game. As I said before, I'm pretty disappointed by this fight and wish there was more to it. And the camera and other bugs I experienced just made it annoying more than it did fun. My name is Zareth, and this has been a how-to guide for beating the Cur of Vengeance and Tirnoch for the Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Thanks for watching.